Do you know that we fought between the bands? We had what we call Battle of the Bands. You might be on this side of the Rappahannock over here with the Union, and the Confederates may be on this side, and they battled each other with music.
Yeah, so wouldn't the other side's army just blow up their band?
No, 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 no. The Civil War was one of the last great battles that was caught courage, honor, respect. There's many, many times you didn't fire upon a band unless they're on the battlefield. If they're on an encampment, there's only about 2 or 3 times I can even think of a unit even going in an opponent's encampment. But music was a very important thing during the Civil War because so many of the people were very, very lonely, and you'd been out there for quite a while. You got to remember that war lasted 5 years. You're away from home. That's why Home Sweet Home came down. But going into the Civil War, just for the fun of Civil War and see how much knowledge anybody has, how many armies fought in the Civil War?
Really?
How many armies fought in the Civil War? Ma'am, how many armies fought in the Civil War?
3.
Thank you. You had the Union Army, basically to keep the Union together. Confederate Army, the first 7 states, southeastern states is the easy way to explain it, formed the Confederate Army, which were the ones that wanted to secede from the Union, which are the ones, thanks to South Carolina, attacked Fort Sumter. Now the Third Army is the one that Robert E. Lee commanded. What state was Robert E. Lee from?
Virginia.
He commanded the Army of Northern Virginia. Okay, to give you a quick explanation of the Army of Northern Virginia. This is our land. We're in Virginia. I actually am Pappy 42nd Virginia Company K. My great-grandfather was Daniel Walton, 42nd Virginia Company C, that surrendered with Robert E. Lee, and there were only 12 men left out of almost 1,000. His 4 brothers have been killed. Okay? But this is our land, and this applies to Confederate or Union armies on the move. You see the wheels on those cannons out there? Think about on wagons and lumbers and those wagon supply wagons as they come across the land. On the Oregon Trail, actually, there are ruts 18 inches, 24 inches deep in solid rock where they cut them with the wheel. We've got corn and wheat and barley planted out here. Here they come across that field. What's going to happen to that? We've got chickens, hogs, cattle. Mama and my daughters are in the house, and they're putting stuff away from winter because we didn't have grocery stores like you guys got. Down comes this army. How do you feed an army on the move? You have to forage. Wherever you're at, you get what you can get. All right? They're on my land. They're on my 640 acres. Where are they going to get the food? From me and my family. I have 3 choices. I will not tell you. You have to make one of the 3 you could make, but not the same as I make. First choice is, welcome, have all you want. Stay as long as you want. Second, here I give you a little bit of food, please leave. Or do I pick up my rifle and say, get off my land. This is my land, I have done nothing, I have not seceded, I have done nothing. I have not even fired a round at you, and yet you're tearing up my land and stealing my food. That's the Army of Northern Virginia. That's the last 6 states that went into the Confederacy. Not only that, it's the units from Maryland, Pennsylvania, and a lot of the places out of the north that came down and fought in the south. Okay, that gives you your 3 armies. I teach probably 100 to 120 schools a year and 12 or 15 colleges a year, and I'm very passionate about what I teach. Who can tell me the first 3 words of the preamble of the Constitution?
With the Constitution? Isn't it we the people?
Preamble. Preamble of the Constitution. We the what?
We the people.
We the people. Are you part of we the people?
Yes.
You are part of it. Those 3 words talk about this country and tells the story of this country, period. We the people is what makes it great. If you've got a neighbor that is sick, if you've got somebody, that's not, do you go over and help them? If there was a fire, would you help somebody have something else?
Yes.
That's us. That's what makes us the greatest nation in the world. It's not our government, it's we the people. And you are part of we the people, and you are the people that have to help change it when us old folks messed up. There are 2 things that your parents want more than anything else, your grandparents. Better education and better life. The education is your job. better life comes with the education. Okay? And I push education, and I can go through history and document the whole thing for you really easily. Because it's you that are going to make the difference. Start looking into your families if you can. If you've got a grandparent that's still alive or a great-grandparent, start looking at a little bit of family history. Maybe you only came here yesterday. I don't care. Or maybe you came like my family did in the 16th century. Right? Still the same. We're all the same. But once you start getting into your genealogy and studying about your families, then you want to belong. I am part of this, and I say it proudly. I am a Wolf. I have fought and bled for this country, but I am a Walton. Not other parts of the family, attorneys, so on and so on. But I belong to my family. So I'm not going to go out and do something stupid to embarrass my family. Why do young people join gangs? To belong. I have nobody else to belong to. I'm going to belong. When it comes down to the bottom line, and my background is a narcotics officer. They are not going to protect your tail when it comes down to the bottom line. If it's a choice between you going to jail and them going to jail, sorry, I don't know you. I don't tell you you have to do anything, just think about it. When you're studying history, as you go on in school and you study history, take it from here to here. And the reason for that, say you're studying Asian history, for example. I lived at that time period. Well, the life would have been over there. That brings that history alive. If you're studying Roman, if you're studying any of it, put yourself in that time period. Now, not do you only put it up here, you put it in here. If any of you have ever written an essay that I had a book, and I got to write an essay, and I don't want to write that essay. You write it from here, from the book, and then you write one where
We have to take off, sir.
about
Sorry.
music.
We have to start our parade soon.
Well, I'm going to be in your parade, so you ain't behind me.
Not until 1:30.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is if you write something from here that you're passionate about, say you want to have to write an essay on music and you've got the passion, put them side by side and look at the difference. And you won't go back writing from just here. You're going to write it from here. Because that's one of the things we're lacking in this country anymore is the heart, the caring, the loving. The simple thing, and you listen to it every day on TV and everything else. I hate you. Why do I hate you? I may disagree with you.
Right.
But why do I hate you? Okay, let you guys go. I talk way too much and I do it for hours and hours and hours.
Is your uniform made of wool?
Why,
wool?
sure?
Oh, that's got to be hot today.
No,
It's
no,
all
no,
right?
no.
Insulates you well?
Underneath it here, you got thermal underwear. No, it's called cotton. All right, cotton absorbs moisture as you sweat. If you look at this uniform and then you get close to one of those guys in blue, I don't know if I trust those guys in blue or not. No, they're all great people, but their uniform is slick and shining. That is a tight weave. This is a loose weave, and the air goes. But anyway, that's the difference in all of
So
this.
they surrendered.
I'm going to
and
enjoy
they
seeing
won.
you guys in the parade.
that
I
a
hope we
bayonet
make a
there?
little bit more noise than you make. If you're aspiring in the parade.
Is that a bayonet right there?
Why,
I know
sure.
there's a kid here that wants to see this bayonet.
Who wants to get stuck with a bayonet?
Peter Derek.
There you are, young man. There's maybe a little bit of blood and rust on it, but that's okay. That is triangular. Those bayonets were outlawed in about 1900. The reason for it is if you're stuck with a bayonet that has a triangle in it on it, when you sew it up, no matter which way you turn, you're going to tear that wound out. And 75% of the people who died in the Civil War died from disease, infection, gangrene, on and on and on. That's why those were outlawed. Nowadays we use a flat cord, better known as a sword bayonet, a flat bayonet. Bayonet would go on. Here, you're strong, hold this. Now we're going on a 30-mile hike. You're going to have around 60 pounds on your back. Are you ready to go? And then we're going to keep up fighting at the end of that hike. Anybody else want to hold it? Get some idea what? There you go. I mean, sorry about that.
Oh God.
Go ahead and pass it around. Anybody wants to hold it. If not, you're not going to hurt anything.
That's cool.
This is one of the things, and this is why we go out and do what we do. It's not